And we're back. Welcome, everybody. This is episode, what is this? Where are we at? One, I need some new context bad. Oh, 168. 168 episodes deep. And this time we're talking to HyBrid803 is an artist out of Columbia, South Carolina. I just learned. Please welcome HyBrid803, everybody.
What's good?
What's up? We got it figured out. Thank you for sticking with me through the technical difficulties and stuff. I appreciate it.
Thing. I know how it is, man. These things can go crazy sometimes.
For sure. So yeah, you're from Columbia, South Carolina. I wasn't sure exactly where you were from. I didn't dig that deep into it, but
Right.
how did that? I mean, that's where you were born and raised and everything, right?
Yeah, I was born here, raised mostly here. I moved around a little bit when I was younger, but mostly here. Yeah, Columbia most of my life here.
Okay. Where else have you lived?
Elizabeth, New Jersey, Queens, New York,
Okay.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay. Did
Hmm.
being in other places did that influence your sound? Do you think at all, or
Oh
maybe
yeah,
yeah?
oh, yeah, most definitely. When I moved up north, we were used to like Pastor Troy, different things down here,
Mm,
Dungeon Family, Dirty Boys and stuff like that.
yeah.
So when I went up there, just being down here, I thought that was everywhere. I thought everybody was jamming to it because everybody in my hood was jamming to it. So I
Yeah.
went up there and I was like, "Yo, y'all ever heard of Pastor Troy?" And they was like, "No, we don't listen to no church music." And I was like, "No, they ain't no church music." You know what I'm saying? It's dope. You know what I mean? But they had showed me different things up there. Like that's when I got into more of the Method Man, Red Man.
Mhm.
More that's where I first heard reggaeton.
Okay.
Um, because that was crazy. One time I was walking down the street and I remember hearing Spanish music over Jamaican beats, and like I was
Like,
like,
what is
yeah,
this?
that was tripping me out. So I kind of started listening to little stuff like that, and just opening up my musical palette, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Because people do, especially in smaller well, I don't wanna say smaller because it's true in bigger cities. Just they tend to get in their little bubble, and they really think that I mean, I feel like people from New York, a lot of them, especially older ones, think that everybody that listens to rap music just listens to, like you were saying, like Wu-Tang and Nas, and that's not the case, you know?
Yeah, yeah, that's a whole
And
lot.
people can be
Oh,
really close-minded. Yeah, but I think, one thing I've learned a lot doing the show is, just learning about other areas and other age groups and stuff like that, and I appreciate it, so it's good to expand your palette.
mm.
But, yeah, so you have had, like, a lot of virality success, I would say,
Yeah, appreciate it, appreciate it.
and I see that you're really consistent with your posting.
Oh,
Is
yes,
that
ma'am.
do you attribute that to that, you think? Or well, like, is that a big part of it?
Yeah, it's a major part of it. One day I just decided to just go all in with it and just start, constantly doing it because I was doing another strategy before that. I think I was posting like probably like once a day or once or twice a day or something, and I was doing a lot of heavy lives because I was on YouTube a lot,
Right.
heavily first before like TikTok and Instagram and everything. Well, I was on Instagram first, but YouTube is where, like, I started building a community and things like that, so that's where I have a
Mm.
lot more lives and stuff like that.
And that's
Uh
a big thing, building community, right? Like,
oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of people overlook that, but yeah.
that's another part. The AE gang, they definitely be, rocking with me, got my back, been rocking with me for some years now, so oh, yeah,
Nice.
but yeah, just, constantly posting, man, just constantly posting and building this fan by fan, or I would like to call it fan because that sounds kinda corny, but, just constantly building it by people who rock with me, and I just keep on finding them,
Yeah,
one by
yeah.
one.
Um, I'm looking at these older videos, or not older, well, yeah, older, like 4 years ago, you were talking about so and so versus so and so, like, you have, Craig Mack versus Biggie Smalls.
Oh,
DJ
okay.
versus MC8. Is that something else you were trying are you just talking in the videos, kinda?
No, yeah, I was doing different I was going through different phases,
Yeah.
and, at that point, because I guess I consider myself a hip hop head or,
Yeah.
and, I just at that time, I was learning about the battles, like, when I was doing those, I was actually learning about them in real in those times as I was doing it, and,
Mm.
after I started, just diving into the battles and different beefs and things like that, just trying to learn more about music because I was going through different beefs and things like that here, and just sharpening my sword, as to say, you know what I mean, and learning my craft more. And I just thought to myself, I said, hey, maybe people might want to check this out. So I just decided to start turning it into little reels, and that kind of took off a little bit for me too. You know.
Yeah. I can
Hmm.
see that, Ramrod in the comments said epic rap battles kinda thing. Yeah.
Mm,
And
mm.
so you're saying some of these are real though, right?
No, all of those are real.
All of them real? Okay.
Yeah,
I'd see
all of
I
those
didn't
are
even know about any of these. Well, not any of them, but some of them, a lot of them. I didn't
yeah.
know that MC Light and MC Antoinette had beef.
You gotta
Um,
check the songs out, man. The song, it's in the songs too, man. It makes you like now when you look at
when
the
you know about
reels
it,
and you
you're
go back,
yeah.
it changes you. Yeah. Hmm.
I didn't know about, Eminem and Nas. I kinda knew
Mm.
something about it, but I'm gonna have to check that out too. That's interesting.
Yeah, the whole 8 Mile soundtrack joint. Yeah, that's a dope one.
Mm.
Yeah, all those are real battles that I had dug up. You know,
Wow.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Make book.
you are a hip hop head for sure. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's my life.
Um, right? And
Mhm.
you basically made a career out of, like, posting, though, like, the social media part of it, you obviously recognize that that's part of the game now, and you can't ignore that part.
Yeah, it revived my career, to be completely honest with you, because I was, I came up from selling, CDs out the trunk and all that, and
Okay.
doing it in my local area and in my surrounding areas and stuff like that. And when things started shifting and the people started shifting with the coming to shows and things like that in this area, because in this area it's a whole lot of janky promotions and a whole lot of crazy stuff going on. A lot of people trying to destroy the background. I mean the past and all that, from the older rappers or for what they put down and everything, which I've been doing this since 2003. And,
Okay.
yeah, I just said, I didn't wanna keep dealing with the BS around here in the city, so I just went all in on the net with it, you know what I mean? 'Cause I love doing this. I always said I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna figure out a way how to do this, and at the time, I was like, "Okay," 'cause I was trying to go to Atlanta and do things like that, but then I was realizing when you go to Atlanta, you was burning a lot of money. You're
Mm,
going out there burning money and all this here, and you gotta rent the cars and all this, gotta rent the hotels and eating and da 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 da.
yeah.
So that got crazy. So, I remember we was looking at YouTube, and, we had found out that YouTube was paying for content. Like, back in those days, this is before the 4,000 watch hours and all that good
I
stuff.
remember that, yeah.
Right. So, me and my old lady, Shani Rocks, we had to go to the library because we were learning it. She also does eyebrow threading, and she also makes wigs and everything. She runs her own thing, Shantae's Depilation.
Shout out
Um,
to her.
oh yeah, yeah, shout out. Yeah, she's dope. And
Okay.
we both would go to the library back in those days because we didn't have that's back before like you couldn't really look at the phone like how you can do it now. Like,
Right, right.
you
It was like a Nextel or something or a BlackBerry.
yeah, 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 it was like well, it wasn't that Nextel or BlackBerry, but it was like the plan we had,
Yeah.
you couldn't, look at the internet like that all day. It was weird. It was weird, the plans
I
we had.
remember I was there.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
got a
okay,
BlackBerry, so I mean
okay, I feel you, I feel you. So we had to, we was going to the libraries, and once we start figuring out, the YouTube joint, which we would go up there and just be researching. And once we learned about the AdSense and all that, the day we learned and did the AdSense, no lie, the day we did the AdSense and
Mm.
signed up for it, that was the day they implemented the 4,000 watch hours and all that other beef.
Wow.
And
Wow.
we was like, "What the fuck?" You know what I'm saying? So, can I curse on here? I just did.
Yeah, yeah, you could curse drugs,
You know what I'm saying? I know how you run your
rules, whatever, yeah.
ship. Yeah, yeah. Um, uh
Damn. It just cut out. I don't know. Nope. Damn, damn, damn. Wait, I heard something.
yeah, I had to plug
There
oh,
we go.
plugged it up and plugged it back in.
Okay. That's a good mic too.
I appreciate it. I've been had this. This is what I do when I do my streams. Sometimes when I used to be on restreaming, I've been normally on my phone lately though. Uh,
Yeah, same. Yeah.
yeah. Where was I at? Where was I at? It was yeah, yeah. YouTube had just implemented the 4,000 watch hours and all the other requirements that they had, right? So we figured like, okay, we can make it happen. It's not shit. It wasn't nothing, right? Turns
Mm.
out it was. It was a whole lot. It was a lot of work we had to put in.
Yeah.
So as we're putting in work, I was looking at this dude named Curtis King at the time. Shout out to Curtis King. And I like the way he did his Kurtspirations and stuff. I need to get a
Okay.
water real quick. Give me 1 second, okay?
Oh, you're good. You're good. I'm gonna look up Curtis King because that sounds familiar, but I don't wanna lie on myself. You must be talking about a YouTuber. Funny story. I actually was making YouTube videos back in like what was it, 2006, and my channel got pretty popular. And then at some point, I just kind of was like, I'm bored of this. I don't want to do this anymore. Like I should just worry about my day job. And right when I quit is like when all the people that had the little like influencers, the birth of the influencer channels, they really started blowing up. If I would have kept that channel, anyway.
Mm.
Oh, hey,
You go.
what
You
did
go.
what'd you say his name was? Curtis
Curtis King.
King.
I was checking out Curtis King, and he was doing the Kurtspirations. Like what he would do is he would give advice to like rappers about doing the business side and all this other good stuff. And that's what I was always on. So I was looking at him because I knew about the street side of it. You know what I mean? Like, the slinging CDs and all this here. Cause that's a whole nother story in itself
Mhm.
about how I was doing that. But yeah. So I had attached to him because he was actually talking to stuff that I was actually preaching to a lot of artists out here.
Mm.
But he also was, educating me, showing me different things like, how to upload the music on CD Baby, things like that, and also a lot of mental things that I was going through. He was, he had good advice on, like as
Okay.
as far as dealing with promoters and doing it yourself and the
Yeah.
pushback and things of that nature you can get. So anyway, I was inspired by him, so I started trying to do that on my channel. If you go all the way down my YouTube channel, you'll see I was giving advice and everything about the janky promoters and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, and trying to give advice about your rap career, and it just wasn't hitting. Like you could see it didn't get no views or nothing on there. It was just like it just wasn't hitting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just kept at it. I kept doing my thing, and something told me, okay, well, just stop trying to be like him and
Um,
just, you know, do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
so I had just started just basically blogging my life at the time. At the time we was down bad. We was living in this rundown house on
Mm.
Marshall. It was a place called Marshall Street that we was at. Excuse me. And we was in this rundown house. And we was basically surviving off of our talents, the music and her eyebrow threading and stuff like that, and paying the bills. It was kind of heavy because we wasn't bringing in a lot like that, but we was making it. You know what I'm saying? So it was tough times, but we was going through it.
Right.
Yeah. But where am I at?
Tough times.
Yeah. The tough times, but I'm trying to see where I was bringing that to.
I mean,
Uh,
just like when things started maybe getting better.
yeah. So as we was going through hold on. Shannon.
You did.
think I think there's somebody coming in here. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
I apologize about that.
No worries.
Yeah. Yeah, but we was going through it in Marshall Street, and it was just some tough times out there. And I just started blogging that. Yeah, excuse me, I apologize. I got
Okay.
brain stuff. But yeah, I started blogging about that. And as I was blogging that, I started getting a little certain people started coming, like some people was coming, it started getting traction, but it still wasn't I wasn't really building it like that. It was more so people like who was relating to it, who have been through the situation or who was going through the situation and all that, but they
Mm.
still wasn't necessarily relating to the music and all that, but they was kind of coming around to the situation. All right.
Right.
So now, fast forward, I was at a label. I was with a local record label at the time,
Mhm.
um, called Elite Records, and that deal was going down really bad. It got to the point it was so bad. I was owing bread and all kind of other shit, and really in a fucked up way that they had the contract and all that other good shit. But
Yeah.
it got really down bad to the point where whatever I was bringing in just wasn't enough. All kind of crazy shit. It was weird. and
Right.
you know, my father passed at the time and all kind of stuff, and I felt like the owner of the label, who you know, he wasn't really there for me, like when he wanted to sign me and all this other good stuff.
Mm.
So um
Sorry for your loss, by the way.
oh yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, rest in peace, my pops. But during all that time, I said, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna you know, get away from these dudes because I don't like how they handling shit. Then also they're showing love to other artists in the label who's doing their thing and all this here, really because you know they dope boys and all this other shit, so they got more money to throw
Yeah.
around, blah blah. So he was like all on that tip and all this other good shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't feel like I'll go ahead and let you know because there's no bad blood or nothing. But shouts out to Mr. Duct Tape and all them. They were this is a dude named Mister. He was there at the label, and they were kind of like focused on his situation more, you know. And he's a cool
Mister,
dude.
Mister? Like the Mister?
Mister MI number 5
Oh,
TA.
okay. Not with the number 5. I'm trying to think. I know there's one either in Texas or Louisiana, but that's a different guy.
Yeah, a couple rappers use that name,
Yeah,
but he was with
probably.
them boys from Duct Tape out of Atlanta, Alley Boy, and all them boys. He was rocking with them at one point, and you know, they used to come up to the studio. It was cool, blah blah blah.
Okay.
But yeah, but anyway, he was focused on Diggs, the owner of the label. He was focused on that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I felt at the time I was like, yo, I don't feel like he was rocking with me because I felt like I was signed before all that. We need to get to my situation, so I left it. Fuck it, boom.
Mm.
So I leave it, and then as soon as I leave it, I realize, oh shit, I ain't got no studio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, so now I'm like, I got to continue to work. I did snatch all my music out of the hard drive before I left. You know, luckily me and Uzi, shouts out to Uzi, he was the engineer. I came there one day to record, and before I left, I had told him, you know, what was going on. Then he was planning on leaving. We was all planning on leaving and all kind of other good shit. So
Yeah.
I was just like, well, let me get all the my finished shit. So he gave me all my finished shit. My album I was working on at the time called Sativa, which that's what I have. That was like one of my first projects I had put out.
Mhm.
And yeah, so when I left the label, I had left with that Sativa. The dude was pissed about it because I put it out on my own, but I ain't give a shit. But anyway, that's some, you know, some other shit. But after I put that out, I didn't know what to do because I didn't know how to record any more music. So I'm on the internet, right? One second.
You're good.
So I'm on the internet scrolling around, just looking around, and then I see some dude has a prototype for some kind of studio,
Oh,
for a mobile phone studio, right?
oh, okay.
It never came out. It never came out, but it was like some kind of thing where you can put your phone on a stand, and then you can pull up the joint, and it had like a little microphone up there, and you can, you know, open it up and all this. But it was like some type of project, and he was taking donations to get it popping. You know what I'm
Like a
saying?
Shark Tank type thing. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that, right. So I just was waiting around for it to happen, and I would just, you know, every now and then, every couple of weeks, I would just be checking on it, and it just never came to fruition. So after about 2 or 3 weeks of just checking on it and nothing comes around, I just start looking around. Like I just got inspired. I was like, I wonder if there's anything on the you know, these apps or anything that you can record, you know, music on. I just started thinking that because when I seen the prototype, I was like, maybe somebody had, you know, seen it too and made something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm looking around and I come across something called Audio Evolution
Huh.
on the Google app, right? And
Okay.
I started messing with it, and I noticed there wasn't no tutorials for it. It was just like it was like only their tutorials for it. You know what I'm saying? So when I would have to do, I would have to look around at other people's tutorials on bigger DAWs, and I would
Mm.
have to, you know, and I would have to translate that to the cell phone and learn how to operate it. And then
Right.
I said to myself, I was like, now this is just me genuinely being me because hold on. Yo.
There we go.
Okay, my bad. If that happens, I'm gonna get it. But this is me genuinely being me because, like I said before, like I would always like to help artists, you know, because my whole thing is to get artists to make money and all this other shit and get out of the whole, you know, pay to play BS and turn it into a
Yeah.
business. You know what I'm saying? To make a
Yeah.
living out of it, not just be out here rapping and get the whole stigma that most rappers get. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And so I said to myself, I said, well, hell, if there ain't no tutorials out here, maybe I should make some tutorials, and you know, other artists who's probably using this or whatever, they can come across it and then they can learn something. And that shit took off. Like, I know, you just like, and that was at the time, like in the teaching era of social media and all that.
Hmm.
I guess I just struck lightning at the right time. You know what I'm saying? And that took off. I got like my first one of my first videos went like it had like 63K or something, and at the time that was like real big on YouTube or whatever. And then I had just kept getting more, more and more views. And after a while, people just started sticking around. They started listening to the music more, things like that. And yeah, it started taking off, and that's how you get the AE gang because it actually derived from the audio evolution, me using that, and then I would say, well, we are all the AE gang because we all use mobile production and all that other good shit. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
gotcha.
Right,
Okay.
right, and that's how that came, you know what I'm saying? And, over time, because I'm not with the business, I didn't make Audio Evolution, I changed it to Ain't Easy, like, anything in life worth having ain't easy to gain, and that's what
Uh-huh.
we're about fighting to get that, you know what I'm saying? That's how I kinda switched it up, or tried to play with it or whatever like that, but that's how that started and the whole me going viral and all this other good stuff started. My first viral moment, though, was on, Instagram, um, when I was doing freestyles. I would just be putting up freestyles, and those kinda took off.
Yeah,
Um,
seen a couple of those, I believe. I'll tell you
yeah,
the
yeah.
first video I saw of yours the first video I saw of yours that was put before me in the algorithm or whatever is,
Mhm.
let's see, what song? What's the title? Uh, sorry, I'm blind. The One, I
Oh, the
believe.
one you ran into the one.
Yeah, that was the first one I
Okay,
saw. Um,
okay.
can I play a snippet of that?
Yeah, go ahead, play it.
Okay,
We
okay.
got a music video for that too, you know.
Yeah, yeah, I got it pulled up.
Oh, you got it right there? Oh, okay.
Mhm. Good old Restream. Let me like
She wasn't my girl from the start. She was just playing a part. Then she got my heart. Now she's changing her ways, and now we're doing her thing. And now I'm running them plays, and she scoring points with me. Yeah, this the one. Talking about them other girls, they just fun. Fuck it, I'ma bring them all in the bedroom with you. Menage a trois, cause I ain't tryna fuck up what we do. And what we do, we keep it real. And what we do, we getting over this fucked up hill that they put us in. We gon' play our cards. Yeah, I know that you the one. If I call her right now, she gon' show up right here.
and my internet's been glitchy and mandatory copyright pause. You know about that, right?
Oh, it's all good, it's all good.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Actually, I lied. It wasn't that one, but that is also dope.
appreciate it, appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah. Which one was it? It was and also another thing I noticed that you do, and I don't know if this is intentional or not, or this is just your style, but your hat kind
Yeah.
of to the side like that. Did you do that on purpose to like stand out, or that's just always how you rocked your hat, or just
I in my local scene, I normally wear gloves and stuff when I perform, and, I
okay?
decided I needed to do something visual, on when I'm doing the reels and stuff, so,
Mhm.
I was like, "I don't think they're gonna be able to see the gloves, like, while I'm doing the reel, especially because 'cause I'm holding the phone and all this
Yeah,
here." So, I decided to wear, my hat because this is actually my merch. I actually have, my own website and all that,
smart.
HyBrid803.bandzoogle.com.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, but, this is actually my merch and everything, and this is like my shirt is my merch and everything, like this On Fire shirt for On Fire and everything. So,
Oh,
one day I just put the hat on and, I had cocked it like, one day I just like kind of put it to the side. I thought it was corny. Then I seen, then I was thinking about how T.I. did it. I'm from the South. So I was like, how,
mhm,
I was like, I remember how T.I. did it. T.I. be wearing his hat all wild. So I
mm,
had did it, and I had kind of did it like T.I. like for like one video, right? And after
mm,
I had did it like for like one or two videos, something in my head after I seen myself on the phone was like, just take it and pull it down to your eye, like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? And when I did that hold on. Yeah, anyway, but when I did that, that's for some strange reason it just kind of took off. People just started rocking with it, and I just kind of, I weighed in on it. I got people that be talking about it. I got people that like it. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
kind of stuck with it. You know.
Yeah, it's your trademark look, and I've heard that about, when people are kind of putting an artist together, for lack of a better word, like, for
Right.
example, Ice Spice, and not to compare you 2, but just, she has that trademark hair that, like Little Orphan Annie, you see it and
Yeah.
you're like, "That's Ice Spice." Shout out to everyone in the comments, shout out to Mikey Barslow, what up, C-Dub, what up, Ramrod,
Was
and
good, y'all. Was good.
I can never say your name right, appreciate y'all. But yeah, so I think maybe Lil Daryl, like, is like, I don't know what order it's showing it to me, and I think it might be On Fire or Lil Daryl.
Lil Dow. Yeah, Lil Dow. That was
That one?
a major one around here too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna play a snippet of that one now.
Yeah, that's that real beef right there.
Gotta get oh, between you and, can you say who, or
Yeah, janky ass promoters.
oh, there you go.
If you look at the video, that's you can kind of tell that's what I'm kind of like picking on, because like I was the first artist that, first off, I'm the first artist to really majorly diss somebody around here. A lot of people don't, talk about other people like that on records like that. Now, after I've done this, other rappers have followed in my footsteps or whatever the case. But before this, there was no beef songs in Colombia and stuff like that, because no one really talks about what goes on behind the scenes. They always talk about the dope or the hoes or da 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 da, but no one ever
Yeah,
talks about what's going on with what's actually happening around here. You understand what I'm saying? So
I
that's
do. Yeah,
right.
'cause I'm in Monroe, Louisiana. I don't know what the size comparison is. It's about 45,000 people here,
Mm.
and it's just, yeah, exact same thing. I know what you're talking about. People are scared or something.
Right, yeah, people scared to keep it real. I don't give a damn. Motherfuckers be trying to play me like, you ain't gonna play me out. I've been doing this shit. You know what
I
I'm
have the same attitude, and I think that's why I have a hard time finding a job, but
saying?
yeah.
I keep my ears to the streets, I still hear you talking that shit. And I hear niggas laughing at you cause they know you a bitch. Lying on live, claiming that your live is a show. Begging rappers to cash up you to hear they song. It's a motherfucking joke that ain't funny. I wonder how your kids feel to see you on Facebook, dusty. Eyes all wide from cheap coke and pills. Running behind the bitches a little younger than them. Pedophile, and let's address this elephant now. How the fuck they made you a grill with no teeth in your mouth? Was it magic, alien tech? Let me know, now I got it. It's another nigga grill that you stole. Must be cokeheads do cokehead shit. Daryl need to shut up and be the granddaddy he is. I ain't playing games with these hating ass niggas. No one knows them anyway, so ain't nobody gonna miss them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It wasn't that one either, but that's some, yeah, you didn't hold back.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was letting them know, man. That's all. That's what it ain't nothing but a bunch of cokeheads out here popping shit. Or a little something, something.
I have fantasies about exposing people around here, like certain people, and I'm just like, good for you. That's all. That's all I can say. Good for you. Good
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
I think it might have been On Fire.
If mostly everybody's introducing me by what I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Who did the animation for it? I'm supposed to say in a minute, but
Yeah, shout out to Caleb. It was this guy. He was in the Marion Institute of I want to say it right. It's from Marion, the Institute of Animation, something like that. But anyway,
that South
he originally
Carolina? Sorry.
no, that's in Maryland. He's a fan.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not a fan, excuse me, but he's a supporter. He really likes what I does and everything. And he
Cool.
literally hit me up. The story about this is he hit me up like in January, something like that, and he was like, "Yo, I want to make a collab with your video. I mean, with your song On Fire, for a school project."
Mm,
And well, first he said he wanted to make a collab for the video, and I was like, okay, cool, go ahead, because a lot of people do, collabs and their own version of it and all that. And
right.
then he came back, he was like, yeah, I'm doing this for my school project, and I'm gonna let you see it in whatever. And I was like, all right, cool. So 3 months go by, I ain't really think nothing much of it, because it is what it is. I actually kind of low key forgot about the shit. I was just like, doing my thing, and then he
Mhm.
hits me up one month. He was like, yo, I finished the video. Would you like to see it? And he said he got a good grade on it or whatever. And I was like, okay, cool.
Mm,
So, I checked the video and I was like, oh shit, I ain't know, dude made me a cartoon and all this.
Yeah.
I was like, I ain't know. Yeah, this is dope. You know what I'm saying? So I told him, I was like, yo, let me get the video and I could put it on the channel and put it up, and cross reference and all that other good, so you can get your props and all that, and that's how
Mm,
this video came about.
yeah. Because I love the animation on it. Any AI stuff. Leave that out there. Whoop.
Oh yeah. That's straight hand drawn. He did that.
Right.
We be on fire. You just a liar. We spend plenty cash, and I know you mad. We be on fire. You just a liar. We spend plenty cash, and I know you mad. Used to pull up in the VAN, now I pull up in the SRT. Lot of niggas in the city I know, when they see me they so salty. I don't really give a damn, no. I keep on spilling my liquor, I keep on pimping my bitches, I keep on snapping my pictures. Motherfuckers on the gram, they hating. I don't really give a damn, stop tweaking. Motherfuckers see me in the physical, motherfuckers act like they don't see me, cause they know I leave them leaking. Period, no comma. And just like William Shakespeare, bitch, I love the drummer.
Do you
Yeah.
yeah, it's dope. Do you feel like your flow and your like rapping ability basically is evolved over the years, like from when you started this whole YouTube journey and everything?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I think I just keep getting better. I can't really
Yeah.
point it out, but like, yeah, like I just keep getting better and I just keep going harder. But yeah, definitely. But you gotta understand, like I've been doing this for years before the internet and everything. Like,
When
yeah,
did you start? Like, when did you really start, like, thinking,
2000,
"Oh, I can rap"?
2003. I
When?
s- I started rapping 2003. Like actually
Okay.
going out here and you know putting it together and all that good shit. But yeah, 2003. It's a whole nother story behind, before the whole internet joint. I was going around different stores putting in CDs and DVDs in stores,
Mhm.
at hustle, also putting together mixtapes for other artists around here,
Oh,
moving
cool.
that way, all kind of other good shit. I have like different eras. It's crazy, man. It's
I
wild.
think we're about the same age, so we've kinda lived through all those stages
Hmm.
thus far of, like, what it means to be marketing your music and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. So that, yeah, definitely. Yeah,
'Cause
it's a
I
whole.
remember I was in Denver at the time growing up, and I remember getting a mixtape of some, Gimme Some Family
Oh.
from Memphis. It
Mm,
just the concept that it made it in somebody's trunk all the way to Denver, Colorado, just, like, blew my mind. That was one of my favorite tapes. But
I ain't heard them in a minute.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's what's up.
But,
So
say what now?
when did you start?
I don't rap.
No, I know, but when did you get into the whole entertainment thing?
Huh, that's an interesting question. Like, I had a podcast before this one, and it wasn't really doing much, so I got more serious about it. I got a co-host. That didn't work out. I got another co-host. That didn't work out. Now it's just me, but I don't know. I mean, I've always kinda wanted to, like, DJ and stuff, but I didn't really get into that just from my own self-doubt until, like, 2017.
Mm. So
So,
you've
like a
DJ'd places before?
do what?
You've
Sorry.
DJ'd clubs before?
Yeah.
Okay, dope.
Yeah. I'm actually looking for jobs, so anyone in Monroe needs a DJ, hit me up. But,
Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I just, don't think of myself as being in the entertainment industry. I'm just kinda like an outlier, you know?
Nah, this is entertainment. This
I
is what.
hope so.
Yeah. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
it. Mhm.
But yeah, so, um, when like, before you were on the YouTube and before, like, I guess, were you the kind of kid that was, like, rapping at the lunch tables at school or
Yeah.
yeah.
That's actually where I actually kinda, started rapping in front of people. And that's where I actually met, Shani Rocks, right there at school, in high school.
Okay.
Yep, and, she had a clique that, she was with, and, I had a clique that I was with, and we used to, battle every lunch period, and it was like it got serious people would like a lot of people would come up to us in the courtyard and stuff. We had like, teachers, kids, administrators, all that stuff. They would be coming up and they would be listening to us rap and all this other good stuff. So, that's how that kind of started. And then I just kind of started taking it to the streets. What happened was, I'll tell you what happened was, after the school. Well, I was still in school, but I also boxed at the time. Okay, and long story short, at the boxing gym where I was training at, they had some rap competitions going on at night. At the time, I was just rapping in school and rapping at home with my homies. You know what I'm saying? And I said, let me go to the let me stick around one night for the rap competitions, because after I was training one day, I seen some chairs out there, and I was trying to get a fight, because back in those days it was hard to get fights and stuff, and that's what you was trying to get as a boxer, as an amateur boxer. You
Yeah.
know, I seen the chairs, and I went up to Coach Mitch. I was like, "Yo, what's going on? Is there a fight tonight? Why y'all ain't telling me?" And he was like, "No, they in here doing that hippity hop shit tonight." I was like, I was like, what hippity hop shit? He didn't know I rap too. I was like, because I kind of low key was doing. I had just kind of started, and I was like, what hippity hop shit? And he was like, yeah, they had some kind of rapping tonight. And I was like, oh, okay, can I stay? And he was like, I don't give a damn, do whatever whatever. So like I stayed. I didn't shower, whatever. I just like kind of stayed. Like after training, like I stayed like 2 or 3 hours and waited till that night time, and the people came. You know what I'm saying? And I signed up and all that other, and it was a rap battle. That's that. And this was my first time, rapping at a show, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And I went to the battle. I had my first battle. I lost it because I was nervous. I didn't know, what to do. My aunt was there, and you know what I'm saying. She's an old lady and everything. She was old back then, and she was just bugging out because wasn't used to hearing me curse and all kind of shit. It was
Oh,
crazy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so I lost that one, and a lady named Venom who used to run the radio station, well, used to work for the radio station, used to be a personality around here for Hot
mhm,
103.9. She was the like basically the one throwing it or whatever. So
mhm,
when I walked out, she looked at my aunt and she was like, "Bring him back next week because he has potential." You know what I'm saying?
mm,
So that following week, I was on my like guru shit. I'm sitting in there practicing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to school. I'm battling them like in some extra crazy shit. Like, I'm trying to get right.
yeah.
So the next I think it was on Monday. The next Monday comes, and I win. I beat the guy. And it was like a little $50 cash prize and all that. And a guy who was there who was doing the intermission, who was performing, was named Collard Green. And he was already a rapper around the area. I didn't know that there was rappers and local rappers and all that at the time. I just, I had just started. I just thought it was just the mainstream people you seen on TV.
Yeah.
So he did his basically a set out there, and he came up to me, gave me a flyer. He was like, "Yo, you dope, rock with me." So he was it was him, and he was with this dude named Chuck Nice, DJ Chuck Nice, for Chuck Nice Records, right?
Mm,
So I get the flyer, I go home, I listen to the CD, give me in the flyer and all this, and then I go to the house it was like kind of like 3 blocks down from where I stayed at. So I walked down. No, well, first time I went down there, my mom takes me down there and tries to introduce himself and everything. I'm fairly young, so
mhm,
she's introducing herself and all that, embarrassing the shit out of me. And after she leaves, we make a little joke about it, and then he takes me on to my first show. Like he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna take you somewhere where we're gonna perform." I was like, "All right, cool." And
mhm,
he had this place in Sumter. It was like the Sumter Coliseum or something. Something was going on out there. It was like the big, like the Coliseum auditorium, whatever. And
right.
there was a lot of rappers out there, and we went out there and he performed. There was a lot of people out there, and it was, he did his shit. And I didn't have any records at the time because I never been in the studio or whatever like that. So I asked to freestyle. That's my bread and butter. I've been freestyling. I even freestyled at that battle.
Mm,
So he was like, "Yeah, go ahead and ask the DJ if you can freestyle." Asked the DJ if I could freestyle. DJ let me get up there, and I started freestyling. And not to brag, but I can, the way I freestyle, I can make up a song on the spot. You know what I'm saying? And people thought that the song that I had made up on the spot was a song.
right.
So right.
Yeah.
So when I got off stage, it was like, "Yo, when can I get a copy of that?" I was like, I just made it up, whatever like that. And I was hooked ever since after that. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? And yeah, that's how that kind of started. And I would roll around with collard greens. He would do like birthday parties, different clubs, strip clubs, and things like that. And I would roll around with him and learn the game like that, as far as meeting promoters and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's cool that you had a like a mentor like that. That's awesome. A lot of people don't get that, but
Yeah, but I mean, he didn't. He just kind of it's kind of like one of those situations where it's like, hey, watch me play tunk. I'm not gonna teach you how to play tunk, but watch me. And it's like, okay, I gotta watch. You know what I'm saying?
you're like a guide, I guess. Maybe not, like a sensei, but
Right, I got you. Yeah, I didn't start off with the open mics and all that shit first. I went straight with the,
yeah,
mhm.
right into it.
Right.
Shanny Rocks. Am I saying it right?
Yeah, yeah. You
Yeah.
saying
Does that you're still um is that your romantic partner?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
She's here. She just did a client.
okay,
Hmm.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome that y'all met like that. That's
Yeah,
all.
we met in high school. Yeah, that's her right there. We met in high school. But after high school, we kind of lost contact. And
Mhm,
I was doing an internet radio station at the time, and she caught wind of the internet radio station I was doing, Too Real for Radio,
mhm.
and she was listening to that, and she recognized me on there, and uh, we reached she reached out to me from there, and then we just started hooking up. It was about music at first, and then we was doing music at first, and then I don't know, some shit happened, and now you know. So yeah,
But I
so
think it's so cute that y'all started out rap battling each other in
oh
the
yeah,
lunch. Yeah,
oh, yeah,
like
we was taking each other head off in the lunchroom.
oh,
Yeah.
everybody go subscribe, both of them.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah. Have y'all ever collabed on a song? I'm sure at some point, right?
Yeah, the one you just played, the one, that's her on
Oh,
the second verse. That was actually her in the music video too. Um,
oh,
that's
okay,
her,
okay.
yeah, on the second verse. A lot of songs. We got albums together. We got music made on the cell phone. That's the when I was doing the audio evolution thing, and
Mhm.
she's on that album with me. Android rapper, all that. Doing a lot of we collab a lot. Hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like a lot of times when there's people, even friends that are both, creative types, there
Hmm.
ends up being like a lot of like competition and head bumping and stuff, which I mean, there can be a little bit here and there, but a lot of times it, doesn't work out so good, you
Well,
know?
in the beginning, it was harsh because I was more of I've been doing it like in the streets longer or whatever, and she was more so like kind of with the talent shows, and it was kind of different. And we had to kind of mesh.
I can picture it already. You were like, "You gotta do it like this."
Right?
I guess
It was weird. It was weird. You know what I'm saying? But we got through with it, and we talked it out and everything, and it worked. You know what I'm saying? Because I was wondering why it wasn't working like with other artists. I was like, I get in here with other artists, and it's just all fun and games and shit. You know, you know what I'm saying? But certain people, um, I guess it just doesn't click around like that. And then also too, what I learned too, a lot of times when you just got all that phony smiling and shit, a lot of means a lot of shit, a lot of motherfuckers is fake around here.
for sure,
So
for sure.
yeah, so
That's everywhere. That's everywhere.
oh yeah, yeah.
You have your own website, I see, and I put that in the description of this live.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
um, share the screen and said, okay. Just struggling to see right now. Come on. So that's where all the merch is. If you want to get one of these hats,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Get you a hat and wear it right.
Right. You can get you a hat, a shirt. You can log in, leave your email. We can stay connected. All that good stuff.
There you go. The music on here too. Do you still sell CDs like or records even?
Yeah. I haven't sold a physical record in a minute. It's been digital lately, but I do plan on getting the physical copies back soon, eventually. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? So, but right now is digital, but I do plan on doing that.
okay.
Mhm.
See, and if you're a skinny white boy, even you can get the merch. That's probably the majority of the people buying it, but shout out. I'm just saying, they're aren't they the biggest consumers of hip hop?
Yeah,
I think so,
yeah, yeah.
monetarily.
The
Yeah.
hood be talking shit so much, so it's crazy.
Wait, what?
He'll be talking shit so much, you know what I'm saying, about everything. Like, when you got to rap out, there's so much politics and shit.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
they're gotta love them skinny white boys. Yeah. So, do you plan on doing any tours or anything like that coming up, or?
Yeah, I'm working towards that. I'm getting with these promoters and stuff, and we're trying to put it together and make it make sense and all that other good shit. So,
Mhm, mhm.
yeah, I do plan on doing that. I love performing. Performing is one of my favorite is parts of doing this is performing. So, but yeah, I do plan on doing that. Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever been to New Orleans?
No, I always wanted to go to
Yeah,
Nolly.
you should. If you think about doing a tour that extends beyond like your immediate area, you should definitely come to New Orleans and perform. Because yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's
I always
dope.
wanted to do that. Mhm.
Yep, and I could come down there.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah. And what about like releases? You got anything you're working on, like album wise or EP, single?
Right now we doing singles. We got the shout out to Toa. We got a song with him coming out soon called Bad. That should be coming out any day now. And we steady got different singles coming out. So just stay tuned for that. Like, we steady dropping. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time today, and your music is dope, and just keep on doing it. I mean, I'm sure you get like I get. I got called uncty once, and
What?
I didn't even know what to say to that. I was like, "You win," but the comments, because you've been doing it for so long,
Yeah,
and
yeah. I don't like the unk shit. How I came up, unk means, as a crackhead, and
oh,
auntie is a crackhead. I came from that era.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't. Might be a regional thing too, or something. I don't know, but
maybe so,
it
but around
it
here,
was not like old, like a grandparent.
yeah, no, no. Around here, it was a dude that was on crack, and you be selling some crack to him, and if the cops ever pulled up to you, they be like, "Yo, what y'all doing?" He'd be like, "Oh no, this my unc. What's up, unc?" You're like, "Hey, nephew, what's
Yeah,
going on? This my nephew," and all this
yep,
other shit. Or if it's a female, they'd be like, "Oh, this my nephew," and they'd be like, "Hey, auntie," or whatever, and that's how that started. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So when they start saying, "Oh, what's up, unc?" I'll be like, "No, don't call me no fucking unc. That's a crackhead. I ain't no crackhead."
They don't know that. These kids don't know that really
Well,
necessarily, but yeah, I get it,
yeah,
I get it.
don't call me no unc. And then number 2, don't be addressing me like, hey, what's up, older motherfucker? What you mean? What's up? What if I
That
call
too.
you? What's up, young
Yes,
punk?
sir, or yes, ma'am in my
Yeah,
case.
what happened to just hybrid or your whatever your name is? What happened to that? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Yes, ma'am, yes, sir. But obviously not into that. He's into the other because his name's Hybrid, and he's got the album titles,
Yeah,
Sativa. Yeah,
well, hybrid or sir, either one. But
Hybrid or sir.
yeah, either one. Just don't call me no damn unc or none of that shit. No, that's corny.
Get it right, and don't call me Uncty because that's really like a solid burn, but it doesn't make any sense. But
It's
um,
that's stupid.
could I get you to do one favor before we leave out of here today?
What's good?
Could you do a DJ drop for me? Just be like, "This is Hybrid 803. You're listening to the Rap Yard podcast," kind of thing.
All right. Let me see.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, hold on. Yo, what's good? This is HyBrid803, and you're now listening to Rap Yard Podcast. Let me do it again. Let me do it again. Hold
If you want.
on. Okay. Hey, yo, what's good? This is HyBrid803, and you're now listening to the Rap Yard Podcast. What?
Dope. Appreciate it.
Wow.
All right. Anytime you want to come back, you're more than welcome. And everybody stay tuned. I'll be back on here at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. So come back for that. Thank you.